life, the universe, and everything. Humans, in their profound stubbornness to escape from happiness, have studied the most intricate questions about the origin of existence. Not happy to uncover that 42 was the answer, they continued their research inventing maths, physics, and chemistry. Exactly, all those subjects you probably used to take naps back in school, which are really important for society, or that's what they tell us. Particularly, there is one subject that encompasses the study of the brain, to the evolution of ecosystems or the spread of a tiny virus that traded your freedom for your safety. All of these can be explained with the help of complex systems. Today, we'll delve into a place on the idyllic island of Mallorca, where, paraphrasing what the founder of this company once said, a group of curious, creative, and open-minded misfits push the human race forward by escaping from the temptation of the beach and sun and confining themselves in a prefabricated building called the IFISC.
So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the complexities of the universe. I'm Philomeno Moreno, and this is Moreno on Complex Systems. Welcome, curious person. Who are you?
I am Emilio Hernández García, Director of IFISC.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Yes, I am Emilio Hernández García, Director of IFISC, the Institute for Cross-Disciplinary Physics and Complex Systems.
I thought this was the IFISC.
Well, you can say IFISC, or this is also a company to fix devices, I think.
Really?
But it's very similar. We also fix devices, but we do lots of more other things. So
because I've been around the basement, and I was trying to get my iPhone fixed, because while I was talking to my mother the other day, I was talking to her and I dropped the phone. Horrible rant, but I couldn't hear anything, and she was just yelling, and now the speaker doesn't work. Nobody downstairs was able to fix this.
Oh, okay, because you didn't pay enough. You pay enough, this will be fixed. You are expert in getting funding,
Experts in getting funding?
Yeah, this is one of our tasks.
Okay, but are you related with Apple?
Just after dinner, or after lunch sometimes, and after dinner also, we take some apples. Yeah.
The IFISC was founded in 2007, the same year the Lehman Brothers succeeded in putting millions of people on indefinite vacation and the iPhone was announced. But, as I have been instructed to say, this is not a smartphone repair company. It is a prestigious institution designed to unite curious and open-minded doctors. However, unlike neurosurgeons, these doctors will not open the minds of others. In fact, these doctors will not even cure you of a cold.
Just had a lunch break,
This is in English.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean, my Spanish is not very good. Me llamo Philomeno. You're the creator, the OG of the IFISC, you tell me.
Yes.
The big boss.
No, not big boss.
The father.
The father or the grandfather.
You told me also you were the one responsible for separating this institute from iMedia.
Yes.
Why did you choose to separate from iMedia? I mean, I've been to Sportless, lovely place. I mean, this is all right. This place is all right. But
It's not a matter of place. It's a matter of content and visibility and respect.
okay, very nice answer.
Should I elaborate?
Yes, if you want, of course, Kirby.
Not really.
Which one would you say is your top hit work? Your masterpiece?
I think that what I like more of what I have done is to change from one topic to the other. So I would not choose any of them, but the interconnections among them.
Like, for example?
For example, how to go from stochastic process to laser dynamics.
Laser dynamics.
Laser dynamics.
Like in the Star Wars stuff. Is it like in Star Wars, the laser swords make?
No, like in the supermarket.
Complex, involving a lot of different but related parts. System, regularly interacting or interdependent group of items forming a unified whole.
These meaningless individual words, when put together, created a whole new field in physics, which attained success in the 20th century, much like the song Words by F.R. David, #1 in charts in 1982.
But, as powerful as this may sound, it is nothing compared to what scientists have achieved since then.
Such as developing a two-walled structure with a holed roof, capable of resisting the most adverse weather conditions. The key to this field's success: nobody really knows what a complex system is.
So what is, for you, in your opinion, what is a complex system?
Well, I don't know about my opinion. I can give you the mainstream opinion that I know how to recite by heart. A complex system is a system most of the times of many objects that they have nonlinear dynamics. So for this reason their dynamics is emergent from their interaction and is not complicated, but for this reason we call that it is complex. It's the difference between a flock of birds flying, which is complex in this sense, other than by a car functioning, which is more like complicated.
So a car is not complex.
I'm afraid
But do you know how a car works?
no, but I also don't know how a flock of birds fly.
Well, you're a pretty bad complex system scientist, aren't you?
What can we do?
Is this complex?
No.
But is my behavior, is that complex?
Yeah, I see a lot of complexes there.
The development of the field has led to the study of collective behavior in animals, pattern formation in coral reefs, network analysis of your Facebook friends, or even chaos itself.
Elements of surprise!
But most importantly, it has allowed people with poor relational skills to have a safe environment where they can spend most of their day without having to interact much. The people who work here are categorized as pre-doctoral, postdoctoral, and permanent researchers. These are the social equivalents of a child, a teenager, and an adult. They are all under the control of an administration and computer team, which are the equivalent of Morpheus in the Matrix.
If we look down at these cages, called the cubicles, we will see how they raise the young PDs that someday will become renowned McDonald's workers. They group in herds of up to 4 or 5 individuals, but in case of necessity, they can go up to 12 at the same time. Let's immerse ourselves in their atmosphere and explore their research. Follow me.
Excuse me, little boy.
Sorry?
Are you a PD student?
What?
A PD student?
No.
What are you then? I mean,
I'm a PhD student.
what? But the H is silent. No. What does PhD mean?
This is a doctor of philosophy.
Philosophy,
Philosophy, yes.
not physics. Anyways, no, my bad. I'm sorry.
Stupid scriptwriters.
Anyway, the large variety of topics covered by complex systems can be appreciated already at this stage.
Okay, we don't have a lot of time of recording, okay? So if you would please just say everything that you're doing, and I mean, what you're doing all at once, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Mechanism for cross-directional.
Interdisciplinary and disciplinated.
To keep these little scientists busy, once a year they organize a gathering where they draw colorful pieces of paper to show their parents and other children what they have been doing during the past year. Despite their questionable aesthetics, they select the best ones, which are hung until the next year in the Hall of Glory.
My God, just look at how cute they are. Can you believe all of this was just done in a single day?
I see in this institute there is a lot of green, a lot of flashy green, like that one.
Yes.
Why was the choice behind it?
You know, you go to one of these marketing companies and they do some branding and they decided to have this peanut color and we accepted it.
I think that the branding you did with your beer brand, what I mean, the San Miguel.
I have nothing to do with it.
No, but
I just...
this is your name, no?
Yes, it is my name.
How do you go from
I don't.
physics to...
I mean, if I were the owner of this beer, I would not be talking to you.
That's disrespectful. And why he wants to get a signature from me with your autograph.
Okay.
For this ceremony, they also record a creepy video expecting to be funny. In fact, all the words I'm pronouncing come from the imagination of some students with too much free time.
Publish! Publish!
As after 4 years they will be gone, they do not know that the jokes they're so proud of have been repeated in the Pasta Party videos since the release of the #1 hit Words by F.R. David.
Words don't come easy to me. How can I find a way to make you see I love you? Words don't come easy.
A postdoc is a researcher with a PhD who is not old enough for the state to warrant a permanent position. They mostly live in the rooms we see across the corridor, but they like to keep their doors shut. You know teenagers, right? We better not disturb them. In order to observe the authentic scientists who have sacrificed most of their hair for a superior H-index rating, we need to head the stairs. The IFISC is a perfect environment for collaborating between different branches of science. In fact, the second I in IFISC stands for interdisciplinarity, not to be confused with the first I, which stands for Italian.
Since its origins, 5 lines of research have described the IFISC, but after the British Museum took one of them, only 4 pillars define the institute. Concepts and tools, dealing with screwdrivers. Quantum and photonic information, dealing with imaginary stuff. Life and environment, dealing with all the species that are dying thanks to us. And finally, social physics, dealing with us for killing all the species.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Where did he buy his cool jacket? Truth be told, I got it from the costume department, and I don't plan to turn it back. There's another thing I'm sure you're wondering, which is, where are the telescopes? If anything, we have learned from BBC documentaries that physics is about stars, galaxies, and black holes. But no matter how many BBC documentaries you have seen, I assure you, you have seen no black hole in person.
That's why IFISC has decided to create the concept of interdisciplinary physics, a new approach based on studying real, everyday things and leaving aside childish fantasies such as strings, 11-dimensional universes, or Bolzano's theorem. This new interdisciplinary physics is based on a very simple approach, stealing ideas and data from other fields such as biology or linguistics to perform a very complex mathematical operation called a linear regression.
What do you work?
I'm working on several things, mostly on epidemics, so mathematical epidemiology.
But they have told me you work on conservation sciences, life sciences.
Yeah, in ecology, mostly in ecology. Yeah.
That's like taking care of the environment, no?
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Like what, for example?
For instance, here in the Balearic Islands, there is a disease, a vector-borne disease, that affects several crops. For instance, almond trees, olive trees, vineyards, etc. So we are modeling these diseases, these processes, to try to take care of the crops.
It's important to take care of the environment, no?
Exactly, yeah. Not like...
You know, it's what gives us life, no?
Yeah, sure.
Makes us prosper. What about almonds? Are they in danger?
Yeah, it's the same kind of diseases.
But I really like almonds. I think they
are very good.
The trees are beautiful. Yeah. And they're in danger?
Yeah. Indeed, 83% of the almond trees already died in the island.
Can we talk about something a bit more cheerful?
Yeah, sure.
What is your favorite Rosalia song?
This picture, for sure.
If solar stuff like plants, lasers, or my ex John can create complex patterns, imagine the infinite possibilities that arise when humans interact.
Although individual human behavior may seem unpredictable, the interaction among themselves create predictable patterns. Social physics studies exactly that. So physicists finally found a way to deal with their relational problems by using maths. Again.
Could you explain, for a normal person who doesn't really know anything about nothing at all, really, what is social physics?
Well, interesting, because actually what we do has nothing to do with the social, except for the fact that we have passengers, because we study air transport. And we don't actually study a lot the physics of things, because we are more on the engineering side.
I think it's kind of funny that you mention it, because how can you study things about something you don't really understand? How planes fly, which I don't believe nobody does.
Sorry to say in that, but we perfectly know why aircraft are flying.
I don't think we do. Why?
It's very simple. The globe, the Earth is a globe. And therefore, if you start...
Sorry.
Well, we could discuss about that, but if you start going on a straight line, on a globe, you will take off. That's physics. That's unavoidable.
You know, I'm kind of an expert on flights myself, because I've been on so many. You know, I know all the best movies to watch. I know what's the best time to take a nap. Can you explain why, if you play Candy Crush on a plane, it can crash?
But I think it's quite clear. It's in the name itself. It's Candy Crush. So there is a huge correlation there. And as we know in science, correlation implies causality.
Why do you say correlation implies casualties?
In this case also, if you crash, yeah, they imply that. Of course, it would be different if the game was called Candy, Merry, Merry, the Aircraft Goes. In that case, they would probably pay you to play that game. But the name is the name.
So, as a final question, we've been talking about social physics, you know. So can science explain why people start to queue before they get off the plane? You know, when they block the aisle and they just stand up and blocking everything. Can SICE explain that?
No, we don't know why is that. It's a mystery.
The universe is huge.
But the plane is not.
Up until now, we have seen real-world applications of complex systems. However, on the other end of the science spectrum, we have quantum mechanics, born years before the release of top hit song Words by F.R. David.
Well, I'm just a music man, melodies so far my best friend, but my words are coming out wrong, and I reveal my heart to you and hope that you believe it's true. 'Cause
This part of physics is particularly interested in the smallest, tiniest, and loneliest of particles. For example, can you see this? If you can, quantum mechanics is not interested in it. Quantum physics only deals with minuscule invisible things, such as electrons or chakra. Basically, anything that cannot be proven so that they cannot be mistaken. So, can you explain, please, what is your role here in this institute?
I'm a researcher. I work in complex quantum systems, in emergent phenomena like synchronization of pattern formation, but in quantum systems. And more recently, I started to study quantum machine learning.
Could you, tone it down for the general audience?
More simplified than this.
I mean, you don't have to impress me.
I work in physics.
But quantum you have established. I see that here there is a poster for Quantum is Spain.
Yes, it's a national project, and this is funding research in quantum technology, and in particular, they are interested in having the ability to deal with quantum computation at the national level in Spain.
Okay, but why say it's pain? For me, like quantum is like healing. You know what I mean? It's like, maybe it's funny to you, but I mean, ever since they gave me this, for example, it's just like a life changer. Cleans the energies and it takes them out. And
I know, it's so sad. The use of science to things that are so beyond science, it's a bit sad.
You know, you always say that science is about, tackling the challenges, the thing you don't understand right now. But you're saying it's sad that you don't understand why it's healing. Isn't that something good for the field that,
No, the part that I found is sad is that science is used out of its purpose from people that do not know about the subject just because it is appealing, and then they can make more money out of something that is not.
Say if this, I'm going to give you a statement and you tell me if it's true or not.
Okay.
Is the knowledge from quantum theory used in medicine? Is that true or not?
That's true.
There you go.
Go on.
I mean, I see kind of a tone of
you can
disregard or
continue with
disrespect.
this tone.
As electrons, in this institute there exists a tiny and lonely group interested in the study of giant and expensive freezers for quantum ice cream, with the promise that someday they will be able to find that 21 is factorized as 3 times 7.
You have said before that quantum physics is the world's biggest fraud. Why did you say this?
Quantum physics is a fraud.
It's the world's biggest fraud.
I never said this. I mean, it's a theory. It works pretty well.
How does it work well? I mean, I know the healing works well, yes. But what is the other part?
Predicting the behavior, for instance, of the dynamic of just one single atom.
How do you do this? Like, how is it possible that one single thing that you can't see?
Why shouldn't I not see it?
Because it's too small.
Yes, but you can magnify, like even with a microscope you can see things that
you can turn an atom into something big. Is that what you're telling me by magnifying?
You can see an atom at a larger scale, not making it big.
Then it's not quantum anymore, no?
In which sense? No, the quantum physics will actually, for instance, give prediction about the dynamics. You can study also the trajectory of atoms, dynamics in arrays.
It's just with other people that I've been talking in this institute, like they use more grounded language. And then when I've been talking to the quantum people, it's like, you know, they're trying to kind of, you know, make me get lost in the conversation or maybe intimidate. So
no, I'm really sorry if I'm intimidating, and I didn't really mean to intimidate you. I'm really sorry about that.
That's all right. Complex Systems is creating a revolutionary avenue in which to understand many unsolved questions in science. This institute, the IFISC, constitutes an undeniable cornerstone in this field's success. I'm Philomeno Moreno, and thank you for watching.
Okay, Pat. It's some bullshit. Whoever told me I have to be here, instead of on the beach, I have to be surrounded with all these fucking nerds. Look at this. Bring me my beach stuff. Where's my beach stuff?
Words don't come easy to me. How can I find a way to make you see I love you? Words don't come easy. Words don't come easy to me. This is the only way for me to say I love you. Words don't come easy. Well, I'm just a music man, melodies so far my best friend, but my words are coming out wrong, and I reveal my heart to you and hope that you believe it's true, 'cause words
Sei tremendo, Sergio. Por favor.